we have to realize that the approach that which Mr. Moloto and DJ Karri are approaching these people with is kind of it's not good, you understand. At the end of the day, we understand that you are trying to help these people. We understand that you are trying to get more people off the streets, and you are trying to give them a better life. But willingness is very important, especially when it comes to addiction, you understand. So as much as you take people, you force them to go to rehab, and then you force them to change their lives, at the end of the day, if they themselves don't want their lives to be changed, then it won't do anything, you understand. So you will have a lot of people in rehab who are just basically waiting to get out of rehab so that they can go back to their old ways, you understand. They were forced to go to rehab. They did not go to rehab willingly, so they'll just keep up with the act until they can go back to the streets, until they can be let out again. And once they are let out again, we are still going to experience the same situation that we are experiencing with Alostro. A lot of people who leave that rehab will eventually go back to, drugs. They will go back to smoking, all of this, because they didn't want to go to rehab. They didn't see anything wrong. I know that a lot of them might change once they get inside. That's still a very high possibility. There are those people who will eventually realize how bad this was for them, and they will make efforts and change. But they still people who will come out and say, I'm finally free, like Alostro, who will say, I'm finally free, I'm happy that I got out. Now I can live my life the way I want to. So the reason people should be willing to do all of these things is because we are preventing them from going back to their old ways once they go out. If you have suffered, if you have experienced problems with smoking drugs and everything, and you feel like, let me go to rehab because I want to change my life, then the chances of you going back to drugs once you come out of rehab are slim. They are slim, but the chances of you going back to drugs if you were forced are much greater.